6 o'clock.
Oh, that's great. It is one of your good habits.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And I happy.
You're happy. You're happy because of that. How did you make that?
It's very good. I have time to do all thing in the day.
Very good.
From morning to night.
Exactly. How did you make that habit for yourself?
He sleeps soon.
I forget the
No problem.
vocab.
No problem. You can think. I will come back to you later. Okay, Mahdi, you tell us about your good habits.
Yeah, I think one of the good habits is to read books. Reading books is really good habit, and you know, for some years I didn't really read books, and I just you know preferred to watch movies. But after that, you know, I had a coworker, and she was really into reading, and you know, and of course my brother is a really good reader, and they you know introduced some books to me, and I read them, and I found it really wonderful. So I started reading. That's a really good habit, and I think having a good friend sometimes leads you to have good habits, and that's really important. Not only friends, maybe your family members, they really cause to have a good habit. So that was a really good habit for me, you know.
Congratulations. This is really nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Rasha, do you want to tell us some of your good habits?
Yes. My good habit is I'm very reading book for a long time, and I learn very fast some things. Like
Very good.
Yeah, that is great.
English.
It means that you are really smart. You are a really smart girl, and you learn everything so fast. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Rasha. Okay, Saeed, how about you? What are your good habits?
So one of my good habits is waking up soon, waking up especially at 6:30 because I want to go to work and I don't want to miss my bus for going to work. And another good habit is I usually read a book every day for half an hour. And in my opinion, that's a good habit, but the other people should judge me if that's a good habit. And the other thing that I want to suggest you is exercising and walking in a day. This is another good habit. But everyone has its own good habit for himself or herself. And the only important thing is to do something special during the day. For example, learning a new language, and for example, going to a restaurant and trying a new food. And it depends on people, and it's different among people, and you should follow your things that you like and you're interested in.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very good. Okay, Mr. Adib, now do you remember?
Yes, but difficulty for me to speak English. It's first time.
No problem. You
First
speak
time.
well.
Yes. It's first time to me to speak some people in English, and I happy for it, but it's time difficulty for me to speak English.
You speak well. Just try to say your sentences, and we will help you.
Yes, yes. I usually cook my food. I'm alone in home, and I cook my food. I clean my home, and I happy for it. I get up usually. Mm, I get up usually very soon.
Very soon.
No.
Very early. You get up very early in the
Very
morning.
very early. I usually in the morning I go to chemistry. I'm chemistry teacher and teaching chemistry at a school. And afternoon I go to I don't know what is mean آموزشگاه.
Language school?
La-
Institute?
no. I go to at afternoon and teach chemistry for the exam.
Maybe entrance exam institution.
Yes.
Very good.
And at night I study English to make better. I do speaking English.
Thank you very much. Very good. Great. Kianush, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, hello.
Hello, do you have me?
You didn't say anything, and we don't have your video.
No, I was listening.
Oh,
Because I'm outdoors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really great to have you here. We're talking about good habits. What are your good habits, Kianush?
If I want to say, I'm a kind of person who really care about my friends or people that I have interact with. I really care about their characteristic. I care about their personality. I do respect them. And if I have an aim in my life, I try my best to achieve it. I think it's one of my best, personality or characteristic, if I want to tell you the truth.
Great, congratulations. How did you make them for yourself?
Pardon me, can you repeat your question?
How did you make them for yourself?
What do you mean?
How do you usually form a good habit in your life?
Oh, I think it's because of how my parents treated me. I think when I was a child, it really it has a really good effect on me. And aside of that, who you choose to be your friend is going to it's going to affect you. It's going to build your characteristic, build your personality. I think friends are really important in your life.
Very good. Great. Okay, Mahdi, how do you usually form your good habits?
By doing them again and again. Something that is really important, I think, in everyone's life is to be happy, you know, in everyday life. You can find the first time that, you know, for a period of time that I wasn't really happy, I tried to find the ways to be happy, to be more happy. And I understood it's just about me. And I worked on myself. So whenever you want to form a good habit, maybe you can you know, search about it and find the best way. And when you do something for the first time, maybe it's not okay, or sometimes it makes you laugh, or it's funny for you, saying that's not a good idea, but if you do it more and more, it will be okay. About, like, for example, reading books, it was a little hard for me, you know. Come on, I should read a book. Watching movies is really easier, but I found books more, you know, they really amuse me. And so doing them, you know, more and more, maybe will be better. We shouldn't give up at first time.
Great. Very good. Psychologists say that if you want to form a habit, you can do them for 21 days continuously, and after that, it will be fixed in your life. It is one of the ways, I think. Okay, Saeed, how about you?
Is it my turn? Did you call me?
Tell us about the ways that you form good habits.
So one of them, I can do one of my habits, and that's getting up early, because I have to get up early for going to work, and it's for my job, not for me, and I've not formed it. And another one is reading book. Is returns to the first time I bought a book, and I wanna offer it to you. That's Animal Farm. Animal Farm. I don't know if you have read it. It was an interesting book, and I was to read a book in a day after that, and bought some other books. And no, I've been reading and studying some books up to now. And that was, its reason was to buy that Animal Farm. That book affected on me to buy the other books for, and having reading books.
Very good. I have an interpretation from your sentences. I will tell you later. Now, I want to ask Mr. Farid about ways to form good habits.
As you mentioned, I read an article that said if you want to develop a habit, the only thing you can do is to repeat it for 21 days. But I think beside that, there are something you have to do to develop habits. For example, you have to reward yourself after repeating something. I think one way, which is very important if you want to develop a habit, is to reward yourself after repeating that task. That is what I use to develop a new habit.
Very good.
Reward,
How
reward myself.
can we reward ourselves?
Actually, there are some applications that use this idea. They use actually gamification, but for example, it depends on what you are going to develop for your habit.
Yes.
For example, if you want to form walking, the best way maybe is to listen to a music after walking. If you like music, actually reward yourself with music. It depends on what you are going to develop as your habit.
Yeah. According to something that Said said, I can say, for example, if we wanna start reading books, if we can start with reading a book that we really like, and it is related to our favorites, it can be helpful, I guess.
That's right.
Starting the task with our favorites. Yeah.
Yes, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And everything needs it. For example, if you want to learn a language, you should learn it with funny things. For example, if you want to start learning English with hard things, in the middle of the way, you'll be exhausted and you can't continue your studying English. And for example, driving. If you want to be a good driver, you should learn it. You should learn how to control your stress before to be a good driver. And after that, you should learn slowly to be a professional driver. And if you want to be a good athlete, and if you want to exercise, you should start with walking, and after that you should, for example, lift a small weight, and after that you'll be a professional athlete, and you might be a champion. And that's essential to start with a small thing, with easy things.
Yeah, that's a really great idea. Rasha, are you here? Are you listening to us?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. What are your suggestions to form good habits? How can we have more good habits?
We should do happy this work. We should happy when we do this work, and for example, reading book. We should read we should read happy book, and or how we like to هر چیزی که دوست داشته باشی، یعنی
Whatever you like.
Russia speaks very well English. Russia,
She's 10.
well.
She is 10, Mr. Said.
Yes, she's 10, but she can speak well, and she's
Good for her.
For example, we should like that work we like to do, we should like it. Don't angry when we do this work.
That's great. You mean that whenever we want to form a habit or whenever we want to do something, we have to enjoy that, and we should do something that can make us happy.
Yes.
Thank you very much. You're great. Thank you. Okay, Kianush, it's your turn.
Can you repeat the question? I got disconnected, sorry.
No problem. We mentioned some of the ways for forming good habits. For example, our friends said that we can repeat them, or we can start doing that by something that we like, or Mr. Said said that we can start with small things. And what are your suggestions? And Mr. Farid said that we can reward ourselves. I think all of them were great suggestions, and now we're really happy to know your idea.
I think the first step is to really comprehend why we are going to achieve that, characteristic or personality. It's really important because people normally don't like changes. They want to be stable. They're afraid of it. So you should come clean with yourself and have a lot of thinking. When it comes to a result, you have to, I think, go for changes. And the first, at the start of it, it would be really hard, but I think after times passing, it would be easier for you.
Yeah. If I'm not making a mistake, your point is taking some risks.
No, I don't mean by risk. I said you should really comprehend why you are doing this.
You said that changes are difficult for human beings. I thought that you want to talk about taking risks.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm talking about being tough.
Yeah. Thank you.
And can I add something else?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I think being in relationship with not right people is really good for having good habits too. They really lead you to have a good habit. I had a really good friend at university, and she was really active, and when I was in relationship with her, I tried to be like her. I followed her in some cases, and really good things happened to me. So being in relationship with good people, friends, co-workers, they really help you to have a really good habit.
Exactly. There is a really famous quote that says, after 5 years, you will be the combination of friends you are in touch with and the books you have read. Yeah, exactly. This quote confirms your idea.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Mr. Said, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Excuse me. My cell phone's battery is now full, and that was the reason I went for some minutes. And now I'm here at your service if you have any special questions.
Yeah.
About
Kianosh told us about changes, and he said that totally change is not easy for changing the way is not easy for human beings. What are your solutions for that?
changing the behavior or changing the what's his purpose, especially.
Changing the usual lifestyle for the better.
So, in my opinion, if you have a good lifestyle, you don't need to change it. For example, if you go walking, if you study a book, if you read a book, if you watch good movies, if you study English, these are good manners and you don't need to change them. But if you have good manners, for example, if you oversleep, and you can't wake up early, this is a bad manner. And if you change this manner, this will be a good change, this will be a good alter for you. And that's a good idea to change your bad habit, to change your bad behaviors into good ones. But if you live in a good way, you don't need to change it because you're doing good, you're doing right things.
Yeah, thank you. And dear friends, what's your idea about planning or, for example, about drawing a table for doing what you want to add to your days? Would that be effective?
Miss Mahdia, you first.
It would be, but sometimes I really don't follow them.
For example, I remember when we wanted to get ready for the entrance exam, we had something which was called planning notebook. And we used to predict something for the next week, and we used to write them or we used to fill them in a table or something like that.
That's really good to have a goal, you know, for example, to have a schedule, but I use some stick notes on my wall to remember them every day whenever I want to go to sleep, or I sit behind my desk, I see them, and today I should read more. Today is a really good day. I don't know, whatever that I want. But something about the scheduling, I'm not really into it. You know, whenever I write, I should do this, for example, on Sunday, do this on Saturday. And whenever I don't do them, I get mad at myself. Why I didn't do that? Oh, no, I'm awful, something like this. So I do things as they come, you know. If I have time, I can read books in my free time. But these days I don't really have.
Yeah, you don't want to put yourself under pressure.
Yes, exactly.
Great. Now what do you think, Mr. Farid? Is it effective having a schedule?
Having
A
a schedule
schedule.
to form, you mean, or task on the time?
Yeah, for example,
Do you
predicting
have
predicting doing something. For example, I will predict for my next week. I will predict to, for example, read books for half an hour a day. I will schedule for walking every day, something like that.
Yes, actually, I use it to schedule my tasks, and it has been very useful for me. But actually, if you mean to form a new habit, I think it is something behind that writing those, because as Keanu said, I think the point he was trying to say is to going out of your comfort zone is a bit difficult. Yes, most people when most people um, most people worry to develop new habit. Okay.
Master Farid, are you here? I think you won.
My voice.
Yes.
Do you have my voice?
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have your voice.
Started writing the task and building, which is very. So do you have my voice?
You're on and off.
You should rejoin us, Farid.
Okay. Do you have voice?
Yes, now
Do you have?
Yes, that's
we
good.
have.
Now we have.
My point is that if you want to form a new habit, it is very difficult because you have to go out of your comfort zone. So besides writing, you have to do some other things. Do you have my voice?
Yes, we
Yes.
have your
Yes.
voice, but what are the
Do you-
other things?
The other things, it is difficult. It is actually art. If it was not difficult, so new habit. It is very difficult. It is not that easy to say in a sentence, I think. Actually, my point is forming a new habit is very difficult, especially when you get older.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. And I want you all to add everything you want to add as a conclusion or something like that. And I like to start with Kianush.
Yeah, you mentioned about the schedule and having plan. I think it's really good, but it should be simple, easy, and achievable and reasonable kind of way, because in other way you will be exhausted with it for not being achieved. So I think and you should have some makeup time or days in your schedule for the time you are going to be uh, behind your schedule, I think.
Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe we can predict some makeup sessions or something like that for that. Yeah, that's a really good idea and a nice conclusion. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Great. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Mr. Said, say
Okay,
something,
I'm
say
here.
something as a conclusion.
So I want to tell you something else, and that's, in my opinion, being kind with each other is a good manner, and we should continue this kind of manners among us. And the other one is being kind with your parents is another good habit. And in my opinion, the most important thing, the most important habit is if if one of us does a bad thing, and if one of the people disturb us, it's better to forgive him or her. And by doing these good actions, we will have a healthier society, and we can live with each other easily, and we can tolerate each other easily too, especially in our family or in our society.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Great. Okay, Rasha, it is your turn. What did you learn? What did you learn from this discussion?
We should change, and we should do better works in our life or ever. And for example, a new work or
Learning something new.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. We enjoyed talking to you, Rasha. Very good. Okay, Mahdi, it's your turn.
I completely agree with Russia and say, to learn something new or be kind with each other. And something else that I want to add is to be more happy and more positive in life, to catch up with whatever real life.
Thank you. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, Mr. Farid.
Yes, everybody said I have nothing to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You said your nice ideas before. And at the end, I want to add something else. Um, you know, beside all the things that you mentioned, at the end, we have to be committed to them and repeat them over and over to form them in our life. And I want to wish you better life and better habits. Again, I enjoyed talking to you, and I hope to see you later. Have a nice night.
You too. Have a great
Have a
night.
dreamy night
Thank
and
you
Thank
very
very
you.
good
much.
night.
Bye bye. Good night.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
I have the best nights for all of you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Mhm. آره زبانت بد نیست. آره میفهمی. فکرم یه مدت تمرین کنه. شما این بکنه. خوشگل. آیا جوراب هم به اندازه